Ready, set, action!
Do you suffer from hearing loss, or do you know somebody that does? Well, let me tell you, I'm one of them. This video may be boring and you may think it's useless or a waste of your time, but I hope that this video can provide you with some information to better understand, how hearing loss occurs and how to prevent it. We need you on this team. And if you have severe hearing loss, you're going to be combat ineffective. You need to be the lethal fighting force that you are, and to continue the fight of this grateful nation. Let me tell you a little bit about the 4 P's so you understand how hearing loss does occur, and again how you prevent it with the usage of hearing protection devices. The 4 P's are painless, progressive, permanent, and preventable. So, painless. You ever shot your weapon system without your hearing protection devices? What's the first thing that occurs? Of course, ringing the ears. Maybe some temporary hearing loss, but you're not going to be bleeding out of the ears like you see in some of the movies, as that's most commonly a myth. But with without your hearing protection devices, you'll have some ringing the ears, temporary hearing loss, but it is absolutely painless. But continuing not using your hearing protection devices, your hearing will start to wither away, and it'll be a progressive hearing loss. Let me tell you a little anatomy of the ear. We have 3 parts of the ear. You have your outer, middle, and inner ear. Sound travels from the outer ear into the middle ear, which is your auditory canal, and continues to travel through the tegmental membrane, the eardrum, and then 3 little tiny bones. Yes, you have 3 little tiny bones that kind of work as your instruments. And then the sound goes into the main source of your ear. Everybody thinks if you blow your eardrum out, that's going to cause, it's the cause of severe hearing loss. That's not always the case. But the cochlea is the main source. So if you look at my demo, the cochlea is a snail shell doohickey, and inside this cochlea have little fine hair cells that kind of do this number. With that being said, the little hair cells inside your cochlea send signals to your brain. That's how your brain recognizes sound. Now, let me use a little analogy before I tell you the uses of those hair cells. If I took somebody at close range and started punching them in the face, what are the results? Their face is going to bruise up, swell. And if I go long enough, I might as well very well kill them. Well, imagine loud noise exposure hitting those hair cells at a loud noise range, and it starts to get really bad inside that cochlea, as to the hair cells start to get weak, and then they start to die, and they start to be severed. And believe it or not, that's how the ringing in the ears occurs. There's no cure, to those hair cells growing back. There absolutely isn't. Rogaine may be good for men's hair, but it's not good for hair cells in your cochlea. And then once that happens, your hearing loss is going to be permanent. There's nothing that's going to change. There's no medications or anything other than hearing aids. Hearing aids are going to amplify the sound to make the quality of life better. But who wants to wear hearing aids? Because they can be annoying at times. You may very well not hear the things that you used to hear. Yes, the technology's out, is sophisticated and it's great. But what happens if your hearing aids go bad? You're going to go right back to square one. But at the end of the day, hearing loss is preventable. Under preventive medicine, the usage of hearing protection devices will mitigate the risk of you having hearing loss. Yes, they may be annoying, they may be itchy, you may not want to even wear them. But over time, your hearing is going to go away, whether it's age or because you just disregard the usage of the hearing protection devices. So, as you hear me out, do not be a statistic. And hopefully my testimony, will tell you the lesson learned that I've made and that what others have made, because the usage of hearing protection devices is something I should have done a long time ago. But sometimes I couldn't, especially in a combat situation. My hearing went out, and now I suffer, and I have risk of hearing people, spouses, children, or people that have high-pitched voices, because I am deaf to high pitches, and you may be that person. So think about it. And also, I also want to tell you that hearing loss can be so severe that it could cause dementia later on in your life. Again, we need you on this team. Continue doing what you need to do and be the lethal fighting force that you are. Thank you for your time. One team, one click.